while the death of Christ might have looked like the end, 3 days later the disciples were in for a shock. Let's read Mark chapter 16 to find out what happened next.
When the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Salome bought spices, that they might come and anoint him. Very early on the first day of the week they came to the tomb when the sun had risen. Entering into the tomb, they saw a young man sitting on the right side, dressed in a white robe, and they were amazed. He said to them, "Don't be amazed. You seek Jesus the Nazarene, who has been crucified. He has risen. He is not here. Behold the place where they laid him." Now when he had risen early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, from whom he had cast out 7 demons. She went and told those who had been with him, as they mourned and wept. Afterward he was revealed to the 11 themselves as they sat at the table, and he rebuked them for their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they didn't believe those who had seen him after he had risen. He said to them, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to the whole creation. He who believes and is baptized will be saved, but he who disbelieves will be condemned." So then, the Lord Jesus, after he had spoken to them, was received up into heaven, and sat down at the right hand of God. They went forth and preached everywhere, the Lord working with them, and confirming the word by the signs that followed. Amen.
Resurrection just doesn't happen. People who are dead stay dead. Yet not in the case of Jesus. The resurrection of Jesus occurred just as he had told the disciples that it would. And it tells us that God accepted the sacrifice that Christ made on our behalf. Jesus died for sinners, yet now he lives forever. He rose from the grave and then ascended to heaven, where he sits on the right hand of the Father, reigning over his kingdom and interceding for his people. His kingdom has come in heavenly glory, and it operates through the power of the gospel. Although Christ ascended, he did not leave his followers without instructions. They, and by extension we, are to go into all the world and preach the good news to the whole creation. The young church grew rapidly in the first centuries after the ascension of Christ. And we still have the same mandate today, as the church still grows, as all of us, young and old, proclaim the good news of salvation from sin and peace with God.